We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Ought to be a good one here between the Chicago Cubs and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Stay tuned for Pirates baseball next. Joe Musgrove will be on the mound for the series opener. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, we look a lot at numbers from starting pitchers, walks to innings pitched, but one of the key stats I look for is whip. And he has a sub 1.30 whip coming into this start, which tells me he throws strikes. He's not afraid to get the ball in the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if he can string together some real quality innings in this one.
And that brings up Javi Baez. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. He's ready. Here's the first offering. First of three here on this Tuesday night as the game's first offering is taken for strike one. Dero, Dan, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. They come in a bit of a rough patch. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, what I need to see out of this offense today is some early production. Somebody's got to get on base and put the defense on their heels. They've been struggling recently. They're not swinging the bats well. They got shut out yesterday, and this offense needs to adjust itself.
The 1-1 is a changeup that's looked at for a ball. Temperature here at game time, 61 degrees. Now the 2-1 pitch.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Having a little trouble finding the zone to start the night. It's always deflating to walk the leadoff guy in the game, so we'll see if he can initiate some contact here.
And he lays off, ball 4, and the leadoff man is on to begin the ball game.
Batting second, the right fielder, Jason.
Here's Jason Hayward now. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. From the belt, kicks and deals. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Frazier will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first.
Batting third, the third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Here's Chris Bryant now. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First things first, here's a throw over, and he'll dive back in safely. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Before the 0-1, he'll check on first, and he'll dive back in. Baez leads off first with 1 away. And another throw over. Runner back safely. Outside for a ball, 1-1. And there are our umpires for this one. Working balls and strikes will be Mr. Darryl Parker.
Well, Dero, Darryl Parker behind a dish, and you never really know what you're going to get from this guy.
Yeah, sometimes, and I'd hate to be mean and say he flips a coin back there because that's not the case. But as an
well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. So nothing happening this time around. It's the Cubs 0, Pirates coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Jose Quintana gets the call for game 1 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA, and it's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. 1 good game, 1 bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this road trip's been a little bit of a struggle for this team. First 4 games, they find themselves 1-3, haven't played particularly well. They'll find a way to regroup. They have to find a way to play a little bit more fundamentally sound. Start there first.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Popped him up. Contreras waits on it. Makes the play, 1 away.
Batting second, no left fielder, Adam Frazier.
So here's Adam Frazier. In past meetings with Jose Quintana, he's got 5 base hits in 19 tries. First offering on its way. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike.
Hey, this offense better be prepared to pull a trigger. This starter is known to be aggressive and come right after you.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
You got to cover the whole plate now after letting him steal 2 strikes on the inside half.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Pretty standard fastball right there, 0-2. Now he's changed the eye level of the batter so he can start working something in like an off-speed curveball down in the zone.
The 1-2.
Oh, that's off the plate.
He started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
Hit to short. There's Baez. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Batting third, the center fielder, Brian Reynolds.
Now batting, Brian Reynolds. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Quintana's ready, and the pitch. And they start him out away with a cold strike. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
This is a perfect time for him to break out that nasty changeup. Great arm action on it and bury something in the dirt. Try and get a swing and a miss.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a sinker there. Swung on and missed for out number 3. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Wilson Contreras.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Nope. Ball 1.
If he's able to dot that sinker down and away and execute that pitch all day, you're going to see a lot of weak contact, and the infield defense is going to be on its toes.
Ready on 1 and 2. Grounded to first. Bell picks it up, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and the leadoff man set down to start the second.
That is it. The first baseman, number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. First delivery to him on the way.
Hard liner, but picked up on a hop.
Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Kyle Schwarber. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Laid off the bender there, but it's in for a called strike. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. 1-1 to Schwarber. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2.
You know, he's had a very economical start out there. Got through the first inning on just 9 pitches, and he's got a chance to keep it in single digits again here in the second.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left. Reined in. Throw on the bell at first, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Josh Bell. And there you see the numbers over his last 8 contests. He's really been leading the charge for this team. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's 1 away.
That's not an at-bat he or his hitting coach are going to be happy with at all. It's bad enough to go down on 3 pitches, but none of them were even in the strike zone. That's a bad look.
Standing in now, Colin Moran, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250, 4 home runs, and an even 20 RBIs. The 1-0. Hit in the air out to center field. Happ is camped under this one. 2 gone.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, Gregory Polanco.
Here's Gregory Polanco, and he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that swung on and missed for strike 1. Bottom of the second here with no score. On a swing, and he popped him up off to the left in foul territory. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Pirates, who move to the third with no score. Digging in, the switch hitter, Ian Happ, 7-8-9, bottom of the order, set to go here in the third.
Ian Happ.
First delivery to him on the way.
1-0.
Now the 1-0. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes.
1 and 2.
They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. The average at 284 to begin play. 2 home runs, 9 driven in. That's inside. 2-0.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Frazier is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Batting 9, the pitcher, number 62, Jose Quintana.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, the pitcher, Jose Quintana. First pitch of the at-bat. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Both teams so far yet to crack the hit column. And he misses again. 2-0.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
Two 2-0 count, and the pitch. Hit out towards second. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Jacob Stallings will be the next hitter. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home 3rd.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. First offering on its way. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
And he misses with it. 1-1. No contact there, and it's 1-2.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Pitch is popped up. There to take it in is Kipnis, and there's one away. And with one away, let's give you a look at the standings in the NL Central entering play as you see where these two teams sit in relation to one another. Now in the box, Cole Tucker, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. First pitch on its way.
Well located fastball right there. If he can continue to do that, he'll pitch deep into this one.
Now a bunt attempt here. Tucker comes in at 6'3" tall and bats from both sides of the plate. He's a second-year big leaguer. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit out towards second. And the Pirates are in the hit column. Happ scoops it up.
Dan, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks like right there. That lawn dart felt so good.
Oh, Dero, this guy's been due. He really needed that one.
Into the box now, Joe Musgrove. And they'll try to stay out of the double play here as he lays this one down. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Now back, second baseman, Kevin Newman.
In now, Kevin Newman, runner in scoring position with two gone. First pitch coming, here it is. Runner breaks for third. Pitch out. Oh, and it's off target, and he'll be safe at third.
That's not easy to do. To steal third off a catcher that has an elite arm like this, great base running there.
A 1-1 count to the Pirates' leadoff hitter. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Tried to shoot the corner, and he missed it. 2-2.
Tried to work in the backdoor breaking ball there for a strikeout, but he just couldn't quite get it to come back to the corner. That's a really tough pitch to hit if you can spot it.
Full count now. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Swing and a ball hit foul as this will find the seats in right. Ready with the payoff pitch. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. And this will hop over the wall, but the run will score.
And this thing bounces over the wall, but I don't think it would have mattered if it stayed in the ballpark. Either way, the runner was going to score, and he was going to wind up at second. He drove that ball really nicely.
And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Comes set, the 0-1. Pulled toward right center field. And Hayward will make the catch, and that ends the inning. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. All set for the start of the 4th. Here's Javier Baez. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Now the pitch.
Count 1-0.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
The 1-0 home.
Hey, pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
The 1-1 home. High in the air out to center field. Reynolds is under it to make the play on the first out.
Now batting.
And while we have a moment, here's a look at the Pirates' Road to the Show report. 2 guys there that this organization has to be happy about right now. So that'll bring up Jason Hayward, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Skied into very shallow right. Polanco has a read on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, third baseman, Chris.
Digging in next will be Chris Bryant. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Nope, that's down.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I got to believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
And that's the first hit in this one for the Cubbies.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there. Hammer job.
Wilson Contreras.
Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Contreras in front, 2 balls and no strikes. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Fouled away. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one, and that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
Number 44.
You know, your offense just throws a number up on the board for you. The last thing you want to do is go out there and not throw a donut up for the boys. He was able to get those first 2 outs so quick, but now with a hit and a single, he finds himself in a little bit of trouble.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. He's set. The 0-1. Unable to find the zone with the slider. Swing and a liner. And this will get over the wall, in fact, so just the 1 run will be allowed to score.
Now batting.
Really unfortunate there. Obviously, the runner at second base was going to score easily, but it's possible they could have waved the runner around from first as well. We'll never know, though, as he's forced to hold the runner at third because of the ground rule double.
In now, Kyle Schwarber, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
Nope.
And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
The 2-1 pitch. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And foul. Here's the 2-2. He chases out of the zone for strike 3, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. The Cubs get a run courtesy of Anthony Rizzo. Bottom of the 4th coming up. All even now at 1-1.
The center fielder.
Here's the first pitch to him. Brian Reynolds is at the plate as he looks at ball 1.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
Line towards center field. Hap is right there, one down.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
So that'll bring up Josh Bell. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch of the at bat. Fastball runs a bit inside here. It's 1-0. Popped him up. Contreras has a play. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Up next for the Pirates, the third baseman, Colin Moran.
Up next for the Buccos, Colin Moran. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
And it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. But this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. And he fouls this one off. Well hit to right. But foul. Quintana's got his target. Here's the 0-2. Lifted down the line in left. And they can't run it down. The 0-2 once more.
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to put away. He's fouling off some tough pitches. 2-2 count, and he just seems to keep hanging right in there.
The 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1. And welcome back to Pittsburgh as we check in on the field with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far, and he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only 1 of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
Thank you, Heidi.
Number 8. Ian Happ.
First offering on its way. Ian Happ is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Here it comes. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
3-0 now.
Not the way you'd like to start this 5th inning, falling behind 3-0 on the count. It's about time he starts throwing some strikes.
Here's the pitch. 3 balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
The 3-1. Hot shot on the ground is short. Scooped up. Throw not nearly in time as he reaches it first.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Stepping in now, Jason Kipnis. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. And they take the lead. It's gone. Two-run shot to straightaway center. Third home run for him on the year. And with it, the Cubs have taken a 3-1 lead.
Awesome swing right there. You never know when that huge moment's going to come in the game. I know there's a little bit left in this one, but certainly they got to feel good about themselves.
Hey, anytime you can put some points on the board, we're not sure if this is going to be the difference in the game or not, but certainly when you get a big swing like that, and make the fellas in the dugout feel a lot happier about the way this one's going to turn out at the end.
And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike one. Line toward right center. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. At the plate, Javier Baez takes this the other way to right. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
You're seeing this lineup's eyes light up when this guy's missing over the heart of the plate. Not only is he missing over the heart of the plate, he's missing up. That's an excellent job right there to make him pay once again.
Into the box, Jason Hayward. That's lifted the other way out to left. Left fielder giving chase, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Now batting, third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Stepping into the box, Chris Bryant. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
And some action now in the Pirates bullpen. They've got a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. 3 runs, 7 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And it's 1-1.
Great game plan so far by this offense. They're not chasing any of those breaking balls out of the zone.
Fouled off. Grounded to third. This could be 2. A tag for 1. Relay to Bell, the double play, and that's how the inning ends. 2 for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of the 5th. It's now 3-1 Chicago. And welcome back to Pittsburgh as we check in on the field with Heidi.
Well, Matt, I talked with Pittsburgh's manager during the inning break about the Pirates' offensive production to this point. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Leading up.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
The right fielder, Gregory Polanco.
First delivery to him on the way. In there, 0-1.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
0-1. Here it comes. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Made him look silly with that one.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our 2 starters. Both guys pretty close. Top speeds of 95 and 94. So striding forward now, Jacob Stallings. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
Now it's 2-0. 3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
Hayward has a read on it. 2 gone.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, Cole Tucker.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Cole Tucker. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Quintana's got his target. Here it is. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Against left-handed pitching so far this season, Tucker is below the Mendoza line. A batting average under 200, unfortunately.
Yeah, Matty, he's well aware of it. Runners in scoring position, that's where you need to be on your game. He's just expanded the zone entirely too much in these situations.
The 2-0. This is line to left. Schwarber is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Down in order go the Pirates. Score holds. It's 3-1. Mitch Keller takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Now pitching for the Pirates, number 23, Mitch Keller.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Wilson Contreras. It was a single for him in his last at-bat.
Contreras.
Here's the first pitch to him. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Under this one is Polanco, and he's got it for the first out.
The first baseman, number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
Digging in once again, Anthony Rizzo, hoping to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance. First pitch coming. Here it is. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 1-0.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. The 2-1. Is a curveball that catches the zone for a strike.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. Count remains 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes to Rizzo.
3-2.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
Now batting, left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Standing in, Kyle Schwarber. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
1 ball, no strikes, the count. Now the 1-0.
Ball, that's out.
Yanked hard, but foul to the right. Runners on first with 1 down. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Reynolds is on the move for it. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning.
The center fielder, number 8, Ian Happ.
Ready for another chance? Ian Happ, 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
1-1.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. A runner on first with 2 away. A bouncer to the left side, fielded cleanly, and an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. 1 left for the Cubs, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Kevin Kramer is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6. Into center field, line drive, base hit. With that, the Buccos have their leadoff man aboard to kick off the inning.
All right, let's see if that leadoff single gets them going right now. They've taken it on the chin for most of this game, being a little passive at the plate in their approach. Let's see if that starts them off and they start to go more ambush tactics.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Kevin Newman. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. Here comes the first pitch. In there, and it's 0-1. Comes set. Now the pitch. Behind 0-2 now. Nobody out, runner on first. Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swinging a soft liner. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field.
Well, that's got to be frustrating right there. You execute a pitch, a nice, good pitch right there. Batter's able to get a little lucky, stayed through it, caught it off the end of the bat. Not his best swing, but he's able to find a hole in the outfield.
At the plate now, Adam Frazier. As he'll show bunt and come up empty, it's strike 1.
You have to find a way to get this bunt down right here. Advance the runners, get them into scoring position, 2nd and 3rd. Anything you have to do to execute this bunt needs to be done right here.
Sacrifice attempt here. There's one on to Rizzo, but a little slow in developing as they'll just get the one out.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Digging in, Brian Reynolds, and their runners at the corners now. Here comes the first pitch. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. From the belt, the pitch. Line toward the alley in left center. And he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit. And the run will score from third to make this a 3-2 ball game.
Boy, he had to be sitting on a fastball, D-Roll, right there, because he pulls this one and gets the barrel to it to drive that runner in from third.
Yeah, Dan, you can tell he was sitting all over it. You don't get to a fastball like that without knowing it's coming. Nice piece of hitting.
Josh Bell the next to hit. Fouled away. No hits to this point. The 0-1.
Ooh, I'm shocked he got away with that one, boys. Curveball right down the middle of the plate. And for him to take that pitch looking, he had to be sitting on something else, but he should have pulled the trigger.
Runners are at first and second with one away. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
So now to the plate, Colin Moran. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Happ is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We're through 6 full. The Cubbies are in front 3-2. Davidas Nevoroskis is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 66. Davidas Nevoroskis.
Stepping up to the plate, Jason Kipnis. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7.
The last at bat, Matty B, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
He's set. Here it comes.
That's a ball. Count 1-0.
The 1-0 home is laid off for ball 2. Now the 2-0. Swung on but fouled off to the left. The 2-1 home.
Great job by the pitcher right there to put him in the proverbial rocking chair. Slowed him down, sped him up, slowed him down. Let's see where he's going now.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Grounded softly down the line toward first. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Payoff pitch one more time. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Frazier has to run a ways before he gets there in time to record the out. How about that?
Now batting, the pitcher, Jose Quintana.
So here now's the pitcher, Jose Quintana. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he showed like a little prowess with the bat right there, Dan. I'd be surprised if they don't attack him a little bit more carefully this AB.
A 1 pitch on its way. Popped him up. Stallings is there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Up next for the Cubs, the shortstop, Javier Baez.
Stepping in, Javier Baez. A hit in 2 tries so far. From the stretch. In there, no balls and a strike. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. Two balls and a strike to Javi Baez. All even now, 2-2. Again, another foul ball. Another 2-2 offering. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now. 3-2.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. Solo home run there for Javi Baez. 8th home run on the season for him, and it gives the Cubs a 4-2 lead.
Yeah, and you could see he just made a mistake. He was cruising in the 7th, getting the first 2 outs, but then he offered up one that caught a little bit too much of the plate. This one got up and out of here, ruining what looked like a good appearance out of the bullpen.
Now batting.
In now, Jason Hayward. He'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. That's wide. 2-0.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
And it's fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. popped up. Bell will put this one away, and the side is retired.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Cubs get a run here thanks to this solo home run. Get up and stretch. It's now 4-2 Chicago. Last half of the seventh here. Stepping into the box, Gregory Polanco. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at bat.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. A ball and a strike. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him.
A lot of indecision there on that check swing, and that's something you see quite a lot on 3-2. When the difference between striking out and drawing a walk can be an inch or 2, it's pretty understandable why guys aren't always aggressive with their swings.
Here comes the first pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. 7th inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now. Hit in the air down the right field line. On the move is Hayward. He can't get there in time, and now it hops over the wall for a ground rule double.
Just a great approach at the plate right there. Takes that pitch on the outer half and goes with it. He clearly hit it well because it bounced right over the wall for a ground rule double.
So striding in, Cole Tucker. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it, so he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
First delivery to him on the way.
A swing and a ball to left field. That's going to get down for a base hit.
And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
No pitcher.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
The Chicago manager up out of the dugout now as he'll make the slow walk to the mound. And he's going to make a change as that'll do it for Jose Quintana. So he'll leave with the lead. Can't lose this one, but he is responsible for the 2 runners out there, so he could get a no decision if they were to come around and score. Alec Mills takes the call from the pen as he'll try to get the final 2 outs of this 7th frame. JT Riddle will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
JT Riddle.
And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. And he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball. Runners are at first and third, one away. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Riddle, a Kentucky-born ball player. He was a 13th round pick back in the draft of 2013.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
That's a big strike out there with the tying run over at first base. Now with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
Standing in now, Kevin Newman. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. The 0-1 pitch.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. And he took something off of it there. It's 1-2.
With runners on base, 2 outs and 2 strikes, this is a big next pitch for both sides.
Misses, ball 2. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2. Adam Frazier would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And he struck him out. So a masterful job of being thrown into the fire and getting the big strikeout to end the inning. Pirates strand a couple. They trail it here 4-2. Blake Cederland has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 62, Blake Cederland.
Striding in once again, Chris Bryant. He was a double play victim last time around.
He doesn't have to worry about that in this situation, Matty. No one on base right now. Try and get something up so you can drive the baseball.
First pitch on its way. Close there, but he doesn't get the call with the breaking ball. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Bryant around first, heading for second. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his 2nd hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Into the box now, Wilson Contreras. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Wow, I'm not sure if he was looking past this guy to the slugger coming up or just lost focus. But now the big bat steps to the plate with a great RBI opportunity.
So it's first and second now. Nobody out, and that brings in Anthony Rizzo. Has a look, now the pitch. And he fouls this one off. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Wow, what makes it so tough to be a hitter is to be able to hit and change of speeds, right? You're geared up for the fastball, and all of a sudden, he pulls the string and throws you the straight change, the dreaded equalizer.
A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo. Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. And he'll try to entice him with the changeup here, but it dips below the knees. It's 2-2.
That's a good but risky take there on 0-2. Some umpires have no problem ringing you up on a pitch that close.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Another try at 2-2. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted high and deep. And that one's wet, bounced right into the Allegheny. Three-run home run down the line and right. 12 home runs for him now thus far, and the lead is now 7-2. So that was the 3rd home run for these guys today.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, you know what, D-Row? This is a pretty good pitcher's ballpark, PNC, in Pittsburgh.
What an impressive hitting performance by that lineup. This park, it definitely caters to the left-handed hitter. With that wall in right field, you feel like you can book one into the Allegheny. Not the same for a right-handed hitter. Big left center gap, and center field plays deep.
Nick Birdie is on the pitch here in the 8th with nobody out. At the plate, Kyle Schwarber.
The left fielder,
Line shot to first, and there's one away.
the center fielder, number 8, Ian Happ.
Striding in, Ian Happ. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch on its way. Reaches out, but he can't get it. It's 0-1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
To 1-2 now. Three runs already home here. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he comes back with one down and in for ball 3.
Not what you want to do on the mound, go from 0-2 to 3-2, but credit the man in the box for being patient, even with 2 strikes.
Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4.
Up next to the call, the second
He
baseman.
almost got him to commit there. As we take another look at it in slow motion, he comes awfully close to breaking that plane, but he was able to hold back. Strong wrist, and he gets a trip to first because of it.
Into the box, Jason Kipnis. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
And when you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is fall behind in the count when you're on the mound. That's not going to do anything to help you get back into this thing.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. One and one, here it comes.
Oh, that's out.
Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Here now the 2-2 is laid off of for ball number 3.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Full count. Here it comes. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. Fouled off. Out of the stretch, the 3-2 pitch home. And that's low, ball 4.
Well, he battled to get it to a 3-2 count, but that pitch wasn't even close. Now he's got a man on with 1 out, so he's got to focus on trying to get the ground ball.
Victor Caratini will get the call to pinch hit here, and he'll find he has a couple of runners aboard with only 1 out in the inning.
Victor Caratini.
Hit down the line at first. To second for 1. Relay to Bell. The double play, and that's how the inning ends. But the Cubs do get 3 on the 3-run home run. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. It's the Cubs 7 and the Pirates 2. Rowan Wick is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 50.
Now at the plate, Adam Frazier. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
Here's Kipnis now, the second baseman. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Now batting, center fielder, Brian Reynolds.
Standing in, Brian Reynolds singled homer run in his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here's Kipnis now, the second baseman. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
The first baseman, number 55, Josh Bell.
So stepping in, Josh Bell. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball, that's outside.
The 1-1 is strike two swinging.
Count 1 and 2.
Gotta love a reliever that comes in firing bullets, and his fastball is a good one.
And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
Not sure if that was a great take or if he got locked up on a two-seamer running away, but either way, it worked out well for him. That's a well-thrown pitch, though.
Popped him up. Contreras over to his left, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. They're down 5. It's 7-2. Keone Kela comes on to work now, and he's their usual closer, but this is obviously not a save opportunity.
Yeah, and this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't had a chance to come in and close a game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him the chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
First offering on its way. Javier Baez is in now as he watches a pitch for ball one. Kela is known in part as a reliever with a clutch factor, perhaps. An escape artist is another way to put it. Regardless, he seems to be at his best when pressed up into difficult situations, which is kind of what you want out of a bullpen arm.
No doubt about it, Matty V. And I call a guy like this troubleshooters, guys that you can bring into a game with runners in scoring position. They don't panic. They keep the game at a slow pace. And more importantly, they make good pitches to good hitters to get out of tough situations.
And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now. The lefty Jason Hayward waits in the on-deck circle. The 3-1. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
Well, he walked him on 5 pitches, but that last pitch was really good. He missed down, but only by a hair. When a hitter has a 3-1 count, he can wait until he gets a pitch he loves.
So coming to the plate, Jason Hayward. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. He's set, and the pitch. Now the fastball is swung on and missed.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Curveball fooled him there as he's way out in front. Oh, 2 pitches, a curveball that misses 1-2.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
Bouncer to the left side, and it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
You know, D-Rose, sometimes one of your best friends are your own teammates right there. Good hustle from first base to beat that throw to second, and guess what? He bought his battery made a knock.
Yeah, he definitely bought him a knock. You know what else he's going to buy him? He's going to buy him dinner on the road at some point, because that's some significant hustle right there. It was a nice play. The internal clock of the defender thought he still had a chance at second. Wasn't meant to be.
It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. The 1-0 delivery.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
First and second here with nobody out. Fouled away. The 1-2. Clips the inside corner for strike 3.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Stepping in now, Wilson Contreras, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Last time up he was hit by a pitch. Comes set and the 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
First and second now, 1 man out. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Frazier is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
The first baseman, number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. One and one the count to the Cubs first baseman. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And here's a fastball not close as he runs it to 2-1 now.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
He's set and the 2-1 pitch.
Well, 2 on, 2 outs, and he's got himself in a great hitter's count. He just has to be careful not to get too aggressive. A walk would be good here, too.
3-1. He loses him on ball 4.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
The next Cub up, Kyle Schwarber. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
The count is 1-2.
And that misses 2-2. From the belt, the pitch. And there's strike 3. So we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead as the side is retired. A couple of walks, but no damage. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. Ryan Tepera, a 6'1" right-hander, will be the one to get the call from the bullpen here.
Number 52, Ryan Tepera.
Now at the plate, Colin Moran. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
Colin Moran.
Here comes the first pitch.
Ball, that's out.
Tepera, once a Toronto Blue Jay, he was signed as a free agent in the middle of last season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a one-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come off-season.
Here it comes, 1-0. Swing and a liner. And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game.
Take a look at this again in slow motion. He tracks this thing all the way, gets his hands quickly through the zone, and just rips it down the left field line, just how they draw it up.
To the plate now, Gregory Polanco. As he'll take a look at ball one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And it's fouled away. Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. Schwarber comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out.
Now batting, the catcher, Jacob Stallings.
Now to the plate, Jacob Stallings. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. Runners on first with 1 down. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. A 1-1.
2-1.
Cut fastball, and there's strike 2. Fly ball out toward left center field. Left fielder giving chase. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. And this throw gets away from him.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, Cole Tucker.
At the plate, Cole Tucker. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. Two out with the man at first. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
Ball, 1 strike.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
This hitter right now looks overmatched with a fastball. I think you go right back to it.
Pittsburgh down to their last strike. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure's off. If they get one of the next two, the series is theirs.
And this evening's ends at a 7-2 finish. Chicago used a nice fifth inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back.
Jose Quintana
Earns the win, his second. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 7 runs, 11 hits. No errors. They left 11 men on base. For the Pirates, 2 runs on 8 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 17 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.